I go down one direction, you miss out on another thing.
Can I give you some really, really good news? No matter what you ever decide, you'll never know if the other thing would have been anything. Sitting around and debating which option's better will never show you which option was better. I passed on investing in Uber from one of my best friends, twice. Had I made a normal $25,000 investment like I was doing at the time, I would have made somewhere close to I day trade attention and build businesses. Legacy is greater than currency. I'm a purebred entrepreneur for real, for real, for real. Like, documented. Just doing it's not enough. You gotta do it right. Meaning I wouldn't do it if I was gonna mail it in because I'm gonna leave a bad impression. And that's a waste of energy on both sides. And so, this is just a clip to wrap up the day. The reality is I'm fucking exhausted at this point. I think there's a format. I think it's this. I mean, both of those were bangers. I can easily do that at bed at midnight, or like the next day. I think it just makes it very compelling content. And maybe we could do a visual where it looks like audio and like give it a brand like Gary's recap or a deeper insight. Let's go even triple meta. Hey everyone, when you're watching it, is how we do it. You're watching the fucking pasta being made right now. If you've noticed, I'm starting to talk about being good at the craft, more pack. I think I'm gonna go even deeper into detail. Well, do you think about the first 3 seconds and the thumbnail? Like, I'm starting to go a little further. It's like, okay, it's established, you gotta make a fuckload of content. Now, I think I can give you more, and so everyone who's watching right now, that's what this is. Like, sitting with strategizing. Like, you just watched Gladiate or something you may see show up. We're in Sydney now in the morning, pretty excited. Feel really fresh. Not that much sleep, but kind of like speaks to being overall rested. Cut down on travel, post-COVID on things that I need to do, and I think it's adding up. Like, there's been many flights this year that I did not take that I could have in the past. I feel like I've banked that rest. And so for times like this when I have to go hard, and that, sometimes you get balance in extremities. It's not like balancing every day. It's okay with being lazy for a month, and it's okay with going super hard for a month. You've got to time it. That's life. You fucking dominate the day.
I ain't hold on to anything dragging me down. Wake up in the AM, say a prayer, then I leave out. Make sure when it come to us.
When I come into markets, for everybody who's watching the vlog, I like to get together with senior marketers and shoot the shit, just jam. So we were talking about like the changing landscape. For a lot of you that are watching, you believe in social media marketing, but you'd be surprised how many people still think a television ad is a better way to sell shit. You couldn't believe how fun it is to sit in these rooms and talk about innovation, AI, influencer marketing, YouTube, thumbnails, reels, creative strategies. Plus I love hearing perspectives of people that see it differently than me and really going back and forth. And like, it's almost like battle rap meets a jam session, meets like a Dead Poet Society. Like, I get to meet people, I get to know people better. Some of my favorite stuff to do, and as you can see throughout this week's vlogs, I'm just doing a lot of it, a lot of sessions, a lot of jamming, getting to know people, and I'm enjoying it. This is fun. Team, I think there's a lot of things running through my mind. First of all, it's really good to see you. I want to be the best in the world at SOC, because SOC is the answer to where this is all going to go. You have so much permission here to win. We've got to push ourselves.
One of the biggest challenges that we face is getting that quantity going through without the strenuous approvals process on their end. I'm hoping that's going to ease up a little bit more.
Let me jump in real quick. Yeah. When I talk about like use me, do you understand that if I just stay up till like 9 o'clock one day, get on Zoom and speak with the client, I can change that? They may decide to take a swing at it, they may not. When I'm like, email me, everyone's like, but I don't want to upset my boss. It's just not how it works here. Because it's not bad, it's making it good. The more I can make them realize that's how much I'm gonna be involved, the more they'll do it themselves. I'd rather you guys and gals go out and make it, and it get never approved, just for you to get the reps of making good CCs, but you're making it because you think it's gonna get approved. That's not interesting to me. Make that and the shit that you think is fire. Let them say, no, I need you to get these kind of reps. Because it's all gonna get approved eventually. You understand? Thank you.
Take a sip of your Coke, tell me to pause. I ain't come by the pros, I came to talk. Snow mimosas, cheese, cracks, and parks. Dig it to the hit and the bottom, the blue cars. You been sniffing mirrors and toilets all over town. I made excuses for you too many times.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, I'm in your seat, sorry.
I just appreciate all of you being here. It's like super fun to travel around the world and see what people are up to, make connections, make relationships.
I know you talk a lot about like regret and mindset and stuff. Like, is it perfectly all right? Like, I'm content
Is it okay just being okay if you're happy with okay? Or do you think it's...
I think it's the ultimate. Peace.
Even in a society where they're constantly pushing, like, make more money, earn more money, status.
If
you're personally happy, you think that's all that...
I mean, of course. I'm a businessman and I love business, but I think it's crazy to chase money, you know, as a singular KPI. I'm so at peace at all times and I'm desperate to find ways to communicate. If you're achieving what you're talking about, you've won. Like, to me, waking up with anxiety is like devastating. I know you know it's okay, right?
Yeah, thank you.
I gotta go. Okay. Pleasure. Thank you. I'll see you out there.
All right, Sydney, can you please be upstanding on your feet and make some noise? Big round of applause for GaryVee!
Sydney, what's good? Thank you. Thank you. So happy to be here. I think people burn out because they're not doing their thing. A lot of people fail because they talk about shit they think money will be in. But you don't need to be an expert. You're the expert of your life experiences. You can talk about anything. And I'd highly recommend talking about stuff that you're interested in because it becomes sustainable. If you asked me to hang a picture right now on a wall, I'd be burned out by the time I got to the hammer. That's not my thing. I don't want to do that shit, right? Like, I'm exhausted. I can work 19 hours a day. I can literally do this in front of this audience for the next 48 hours straight and not sleep. You ask me to go walk a dog, I'll be sleeping within the first second.
Let's hear the wins today.
Yeah, you guys ready?
You spoke about loving your life, loving your life.
Yes.
And you spoke about a whole lot of people that don't love their life.
Yes.
When did you start loving your life?
I started loving my life fully the day I was done with school. So I would say, yeah, I'm being serious. Like, school was a burden on me and I hated it and it took up a lot of time. My bigger question to you is, what's making you not love your life?
It's a great question.
So answer it.
Not achieving what I think that I can achieve.
For whom?
For me.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
I think that I'm capable of more than one thing. So it's a matter of, do I go in this direction? Do I go in that direction?
But what are you scared of that's not letting you make decisions?
Missing out.
On what?
On the other things that if I go down one direction, you miss out on another thing.
Can I give you some really, really good news? No matter what you ever decide, you'll never know if the other thing would have been anything. Sitting around and debating which option's better will never show you which option was better. I passed on investing in Uber from one of my best friends, twice. Had I made a normal $25,000 investment like I was doing at the time, I would have made somewhere close to $500 million. The reason it doesn't even sit with me is I also know had I done that, my life would have been completely different. I believe that you're scared to lose. That's why you're not doing anything. And that it feels better to make pretend you're capable instead of seeing if you're capable. You're protecting yourself. You gotta practice losing, my man, instead of making pretend you won't lose.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Vaynerchuk.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you so much. Let's get home safe. That was some great stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Good, man. How are you? It took a long
Really
time
good.
to like you, man, but I'm so glad I did. No, honestly, you know what? I hate it because you were so real and I wasn't, and now
And I
I
was
am.
poking at you. I get it.
best.
I get it. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Yo, brother. Of course, my brother.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed.
I consume your content and I feel just grateful. I came from Costa Rica and I really appreciate it, bro.
I love you, brother. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our guest is ready to go as well, so let's introduce him, the main event. Please give a warm welcome as he makes his way to the stage. It's GaryVee.
How would you break a brand new artist if they were under your agency?
By only signing artists who prove they know how to market. Most of these artists are equally creators. The A&R business has changed quite a bit. You don't need to go to the bars at 2 in the morning and find them. You just go to the social platforms and see it. It's very clear which artists understand how to be creatives. I wouldn't take the risk of signing an artist just on the quality of the music. There's too many people with quality music, and some of them also now know how to create creative for the platforms that have the end consumer's attention. And then once you have that, the artist is doing the work. You can build infrastructure around them, but they're native to the understanding of how to create. Lil Nas X is a growth hacker. He was going at that for a while. Lil Nas X is more Mr. Beast than he is Kanye West. And that is a blueprint to where this is going.
Gary, I think I speak for everyone with $1 billion in this room, where I'm going to say a huge thank you. So everyone give Gary a round of applause.
Thank you. Where's the camera? You ready? I'm just fucking exhausted. That's how I'm ending it. See ya.